Hiya, welcome to Sean Cameron Photographic, and thank you once again for joining me. Yep, lockdown continues and my hair, I need a haircut, guys. I need a haircut. Good grief. Anyway, today this is a box opening. Now, one of my students has a Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 4K. And she asked me whether she could use it for stills photography. Well, I know that you can, but whether she should do is another matter. So what was I to do? Well, I'll tell you what I was to do. I've gone and bought one. Yeah. So, let's unwrap it. Get the old knife out. Try not to cut myself on camera, because that would be really embarrassing. A receipt, and if tax. Let's chuck this on the floor so we can actually see the thing. Right, there we go. That was professional, wasn't it? So, what we got in the box first of all? Well, as expected, a charger, varying plugs of all kinds. Oh, and the battery, that'll be handy, won't it? Okay, lose that. Oh, now this always worries me when they travel a lead with the plug on the end with the camera. Yeah. Anyway, first impressions. Let's have a look. Actually, it's really big. It's a lot bigger than I thought it would be. It's not that heavy, but it's quite substantial. Right. Just tell you what, it's probably got more vents than the Starship Enterprise. Wowzers. There's going to be no overheating problems with this camera, I trust. Okay. Let's pop the battery in. Oh, that's a little bit of room. It's not as snug as I'm used to with the Nikons or even the Canons. Even the Canons? The Canons are solid bits of kit. So, yeah, weight, as I say, yeah, it feels quite solid. And apparently it's got a 1920 to a 1080 touchscreen, 5-inch rear screen. Apparently it'll do shutter speeds from 1/24 to 2000, but it needs to changing from shutter angle in the settings. And with only 8 megapixels, I'm kind of not holding my breath with the stills with this. After all, it's predominantly a video camera after all. If you look closely, I don't know whether you can see this, but that's obviously the stills button with the little camera on it. So, what about lenses? Well, I read a few articles on the internet that said Panasonic, Olympus and Canon EF lenses would fit. And I just so happen to have a Canon EF lens. So let's have a look. Well, to be honest, with the best will in the world, there is no way that Canon EF lens is going to fit in that, is there? No. And the reason is, guys, that this is a 4K and the EF lens is the 6K. So some people on the internet are getting really confused. So let me make this absolutely clear for you guys. The 6K will take EF lenses. The 4K will only take micro four third lenses. That's right, micro four third lenses with the 4K. Right. Now, I felt that most photographers would probably expect a camera maker manufacturer to change the battery, the memory card, rearrange the buttons and the dials. But the lens mount? Yes, I know Nikon uses Z and F mounts and Canon has EF and EOS Ms. But that's the difference between camera types. Not just an upgrade from 4K to 6K. So it really caught me out. I blew my mind, to be quite honest with you. However, call me a pessimist, a realist, or just an old cynic. I just don't believe everything I read. Which is why, at the same time as I bought this, I bought a backup lens. It's a Panasonic 45-150, f4 to 5.6. And it's seriously cute, isn't it? I've got to say. And I guess next thing to do is to test it with the Blackmagic camera. That's for another time. See you soon.
If you like this video, then please click the button below. Thank you so much.